You want to start off by getting all your ingredients laid out in front of you so you're ready to go. Okay, I've got my grill preheated underneath, and I've got my pan preheated on a medium-high heat, and there's no oil in there whatsoever. You want it nice and dry. So in the kit, you've got a bag of flour for dusting. You've got obviously your 2 dough balls, your sauce, your cheese, your parmesan, and obviously pepperoni for anyone that's ordered any. And a little bit of basil too. The flour that we've got for dusting, there's enough in this bag for both your dough balls. You want to tip it all out onto a smooth, dry surface, preferably a big chopping board or marble surface if you've got one, or anything like that. And you want to get it a nice little mound of flour, like that. Then you take your dough ball out. If you just pull it away from the edges, like this, tip it upside down and it should just drop out. Now you want to turn it with all the bubbly side into the flour. Then pick up some of the flour and put it over the top. Turn it over into the flour and back over, like so. And it's all covered with flour. And using your fingertips, if you start with you want to keep about a centimetre border all the way around, and you push down, pushing the air into your crust and following it round. And turn it over and do exactly the same thing. Literally want flat fingertips like that. Okay, and then as soon as you can fit your hand in to your circle, you should be able to see I've got a border all the way around the edge. As soon as you can put your hand in, you want to gently put your left hand or your right hand, whichever, whether you're right or left-handed, and pick it up onto your hand like so, and push all the excess flour to one side. Then turn the dough ball nice and slowly on your hands. Lay it down, and then you just turn in your dough ball until you get about a 10 to 12 inch dough base. You can also, if you want, put your fingers underneath your dough ball and keep one hand flat and pull it out and turn. Pull it out and turn. And that's called the Neapolitan slap. If you see on your dough ball, on your dough base that you've got now, you've got little air bubbles. You can either leave those in or pinch them to pop them. I quite like them in if they're not too big, because I like it when they blister up under the hot heat. Now, as long as your pan's nice and hot, mine's probably just a little bit too hot there. Turn it down a bit. You want a tiny bit of smoke coming from the top of the pan. Again, you want to put one hand flat on your dough ball, the other hand underneath, lift it gently and carry it over to your pan and put it away from yourself. Like so. Let's move this camera back over so you can see. Okay. Then you're going to take your sauce and you're going to put half your sauce in. Spread it round with your spoon. And you want to again leave about a half a centimetre border. Then if you want to take some of your basil and tear that up over the base. And then next, you want to put your parmesan. Sprinkle it all over. And then your cheese. Ideally, you want to have this base left in the pan for about 1 to 2 minutes, just for it to start to set and get a bit of colour on. Then your mozzarella. Now you can add any other toppings you want to this now. If you're putting any meat toppings like the pepperoni that we're doing with the kits, you want to put that on top of your cheese, always on top. Give it a little shake just to make sure it's not sticking. You can lift it up and check with a fish slice and see that it's getting a bit of colour on. And once it's nice and brown, you can pop it under the grill. I've got some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. If you've got any, this is your time to put a little drizzle on as well. I'll give it a nice bit of flavour. Have a look underneath. So that's starting to brown nicely. I've got my grill set to the highest temperature, and I've got my top shelf on the highest shelf that it'll go. And then I'm going to put my pizza as close to the grill as I can, again for about 1 to 2 minutes. That's going to brown nicely. All your cheese is going to be bubbled. Okay. Okay. And that's what it should come out looking like. Thanks guys.